All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Z Fold 6 versus the S25 Ultra and why I'm struggling to decide between the two and why I have the S25 Ultra again. So let's get into it. I'm going to have a poll on my YouTube channel, and I want you guys to go and answer which phone I should keep, which phone you think is better for me. The video is being recorded by the Onraji V3, and I'm not sure how external mics sound on it, so I apologize if it sounds weird. Some phones sound weird with external mics, like this, for example, Nothing Phone 2A. So I apologize. Anyways, these two phones are amazing. Initially, I had the Z Fold 6 and then it got stolen from me. And I've been bouncing around to different phones. But then I got the S25 Ultra and it was actually a really good experience. You know, the performance was amazing for a Samsung device. Being able to game at high settings with no issues. The speed was good. The durability was good. I love the redesign of the Ultra series with the curved edges. I was disappointed with the Bluetooth S Pen, but you know, overall it was a good experience and just an amazing device. You know, I love the anti-reflective screen and the increased durability of the screen as well. But I missed this right here, this form factor. I love the one-handability of the Z Fold 6. I love the way it feels, the way it looks. Honestly, I think the Z Fold 6 might just be my favorite Samsung device in terms of the aesthetics and just the look of it. It's just so sick. Even the smaller remote style screen on the outside, I feel like it just looks so tough, bro. It's smaller than a normal phone, but this is big enough for me. It's very functional, but as somebody who has had the Z Fold 2, the Z Fold 3, Z Fold 4, Z Fold 5, you know, had all of those, I've experienced way smaller screens. I think this is a good place to be at right now for the Z Fold 6. So this form factor, I really missed it. Just speaking on the outside screen, and then of course, this right here, bro, being able to open up your phone and you see this amazing inside screen with so much flexibility, so many options, so much potential for multitasking, even video editing, having all the space makes it a more comfortable experience. Like, I really missed this, but the S25 Ultra just had that stability. You know, it had the performance when it comes to multitasking, when it comes to video editing, gaming, just a better experience. And like half of my experience on a smartphone, if I'm being honest, is, you know, playing games that I enjoy, like Wild Rift. That's something that I really value. And, you know, when you buy a smartphone, you gotta check all the boxes for what you value because these are expensive devices, right? And I also use my smartphone as my computer, my video editing machine. So the power is something that I actually genuinely care about. And then also how the phone handles heat. Like I had the Z Fold 6 overheat on me a couple times and it said I couldn't do, you know, multitasking anymore. I had to wait for the phone to cool down. And I had that happen to me on the S25 Ultra once, and that was because it's my fault. I was exporting the video while, you know, multitasking on the split screen and floating windows. And that's kind of crazy. You know, if you're exporting the video, you should let your device do that first. And it's not even like it takes long on these devices anyways. But yeah, so it happened in that circumstance with the 25 Ultra. But generally, this phone, it does get warm and sometimes it scares me, but it never like starts lagging. It never slows down. It never stutters. It never overheats and says the phone is too hot to do certain things, you know, even though I feel the heat on the outside. So I think the thermal management here is really good this year for a Samsung device. Usually Samsung devices suck in terms of thermal performance and they thermal throttle a lot. And that's kind of what you have with the Z Fold 6. So that's where I'm at. And then the cameras, listen, the cameras on the Z Fold 6 are really good. I actually don't mind them at all. I'm going to show you some samples on the screen as I talk. I really don't mind these cameras at all, but the 25 Ultra cameras, having flagship cameras is just addicting. As somebody who likes photography, likes videography, you know, I'm not a photographer or videographer, but I enjoy those things as a hobby, you know, and it's kind of addicting to have really good cameras. And the 25 Ultra has 50 megapixel sensors all across the board this time, except for the 3x camera, but that's fine. So having a 50 megapixel, 5x, 50 megapixel ultra wide and 200 megapixel main camera, it's just a really versatile camera system, a really good setup this year, and it's just very fun to shoot with. Normally I don't touch the ultra wide at all, but because of the higher resolution, the closer this ultra wide camera is to the main sensor, it makes me shoot with that more often. And the 5x, I love it. You know, the periscope zoom camera experience is just really fun on the S25 Ultra, and it's really good this year. And it was good last year as well, but they, you know, carried over to an even more upgraded camera system with the ultra wide. It hasn't changed too much compared to the 24 Ultra, but I feel like this phone checks more boxes than the 24 Ultra, especially with the ergonomics and the design. I feel like I just like it more. So yeah, it's just really good device, and it makes it hard to go back to the Z Fold 6, which does not have the performance, does not have the same cameras, doesn't have the same battery life. Even though the battery life is not bad on the Fold 6, it doesn't have the same battery life. It has slower charging speeds. It is just 45 watts on the 25 Ultra, but I feel like it makes a difference. You know, I can plug my 25 Ultra in and get a decent amount of charge in 30 minutes, whereas the Fold 6, not terrible, but you know, it's not like enough to make me confident for the rest of the day like it is with the 25 Ultra. And then you have better durability with the 25 Ultra. You have the better screen with the anti-reflection. This one has the bigger screen though, and just the multitasking capabilities and everything else I showed in other videos, the software features, the edge panel is more effective on a bigger display. The taskbar, you know, flex mode, I use flex mode a lot to watch videos randomly throughout the house and even prop up my camera to take videos and photos in different ways. The external viewfinder is also really good. So like I really genuinely enjoy this form factor, this device, the Z Fold 6, but then I genuinely enjoy all the perks about the 25 Ultra. So I'm kind of in the limbo, back and forth, you know, which one should I keep, which one should I keep, which one should I get rid of? And it's hard, it's a hard decision. One thing that the Z Fold 6 has over the 25 Ultra though, definitively, is the Bluetooth S Pen. So I have an S Pen Pro and that has Bluetooth capabilities, so I can use the gestures, control the camera, switch the music, stuff like that. And you know, those things are not things I'm going to use often, but it is nice to have. The 25 Ultra downgraded its S Pen and even the software. I can't use the Bluetooth capabilities on the S25 Ultra, even though if I switch it to regular S Pen, it works just like a normal S Pen would on this phone, but I can't use the Bluetooth features. So that is just super unfortunate and something that, you know, is whacked by Samsung. And it's just an area where the Z Fold 6 wins. But again, the stability, the performance, the Samsung DeX on this is just going to be more stable than the Z Fold 6, more faster, better heat management. The Z Fold 6 overheated a couple times in Samsung DeX for me. And my room is not the coldest, you know, it's kind of warmer here, but this is like the first time I've had a smartphone overheat on me, like genuinely. Other than the 15 Pro Max, the iPhone 15 Pro Max when I had that. So man, look at this form factor. Look at this device. It looks so tough, bro. Super, super tough. I really enjoy the aesthetics, the feel, the look of it, the form factor, holding it in my hand, using it with one hand, even two fingers typing. I feel like I do better on this than the regular size smartphones. And my hands are not small. They're, I would say like medium size. So it's just hard to, you know, get rid of this form factor. It's just amazing. And I'm not up there yet. You know, if you want to help me get up there, you can become a member of the channel to help me, you know, buy these devices more easily. But I'm not up there, so I can't just keep two of these top tier phones right now. Don't have that ability. So, you know, it would be nice to have these. If I had these cameras on the Z Fold 6, then it would be no question. And I know the Fold 7 is coming out, but I'm not confident that the Fold 7 is going to get the upgraded ultra wide camera, the upgraded zoom camera, and you know, I'm not confident that the Fold 7 is going to have everything. It's going to get apparently the 200 megapixel, the main sensor, which is nice. I really like that upgrade, but the fact that it's not getting a better zoom camera is just kind of makes it less attractive. And I would try a Chinese foldable phone, like seriously. I did have the V3, you know, for a little bit, but I didn't keep that. I was trying other phones at the time if the warranty support was better or like available where I am in Canada. So, you know, the Vivo X Fold 3 Pro, the X Fold 4 Pro, whenever it comes out, the Honor Magic V4, you know, the Huawei phones, all these heavy hitters with better camera systems, especially the Vivo phones. I've been wanting to test out the cameras on those because it's just amazing for a foldable phone what the hardware is. I would love to use one of those, but the warranty, bro, like if that phone breaks in Canada, it's kind of over, you know, and I'm not rich, like I said. So having a $2,000 device just break on you and then you can't get it fixed reliably and then also under warranty if it's not your fault for free or at a discounted price if you have like a Samsung Care Plus or something like that, it just makes it hard to kind of commit to those devices. So even though you might say in the comments, oh, get the V3, get the Vivo, you know, it's good, it's just hard for me to commit to that. Even OnePlus Open had warranty here in Canada and people still had bad stories about, you know, the customer service not supporting them. And I know Samsung is not amazing for customer service and customer support, but at least Samsung has more experience and it's more reliable in Canada. Like I know if one customer service rep from Samsung gives me problems, I know that I can eventually get one that will fix my device under warranty if there was a real warranty issue. That's an edge that Samsung has over other foreign foldable phones. The Z Fold 7, I'm welcoming any upgrades that it will bring. I'm not too optimistic about Samsung changing a whole lot about those phones, unfortunately. So, you know, they will be good devices because this was a good device, the 5 was a good device, the 4 was a good device despite the durability, etc. But, you know, these cameras, this performance, this heat management, that's something that I want. I know not everybody has these issues. Like, if you're not heavy gaming, if you're not video editing, if you're not heavy multitasking or whatever, that Samsung DeX frequently, then you can easily get away with this phone. And even some of those use cases, you can definitely get away with it on the Z Fold 6. But if I'm playing games, I need max settings. If I'm video editing, I need clean performance, clean experience. And the 25 Ultra does have some issues because of LumaFusion, but it's a lot more stable than the Z Fold 6. So yeah, man, my wish list for the Z Fold 7, above anything, even if it doesn't get the full camera setup that the Ultras have, my wish list, the main thing, number one priority for the Z Fold 7 that I want Samsung to change is the thermal performance. I want that phone to be able to work well, even while doing heavy tasks, even while it's hot, whatever it is. I want the thermal management to just be dramatically better, to the point where I can get 60 FPS in Genshin Impact. Like, that's just a benchmark. You know, I don't play Genshin Impact, but if the Z Fold 7 can do that, I'll take the main camera upgrade and call it a day, you know. And I'm not talking too much about battery because, like I said, battery life is fine on this phone. I feel like any of the top phones, the 16 Pro Max, the OnePlus 13, 25 Ultra, I kill all of them within like 4 to 5 hours when I'm working on them, when I'm video editing, when I'm filming videos. The battery life is very similar across all of them when it comes to like heavy workflows. So I'm not really too concerned about battery life, because on lighter days, the Z Fold 6 has lasted me 8 hours of screen on time some days. And even like days where it's mixed, like playing games, watching videos, chilling, I've gotten 7 hours of screen on time with Z Fold 6. So I'm not worried about battery life, but it would be nice to have a bigger battery though. So Samsung, you know, put the bigger battery in the phone, bro. Give us the upgrades. But yeah, so I'm stuck in the dilemma. I'm gonna have a poll on my YouTube channel, and I want you guys to go and answer which phone I should keep, which phone you think is better for me, and everything I said in this video. So till the next video, let me know, comment down below and let me know you watched the whole video by saying hashtag poll. And yeah, thank you for watching this whole video if you did, and until the next video, we are out. Peace. Make sure you go vote.